Every secret advantage of your sleep cycle, finally explained. 1 to 2 hours of sleep. Getting only 1 to 2 hours of sleep is like giving your brain a tiny preview of rest, the way a movie trailer shows you 3 seconds of action and expects you to understand the whole plot. At this level, your body only slips into the very first stage of sleep, called light sleep, which is basically the warm-up lap of resting. It's the kind of sleep where your eyes are closed, but your brain is still checking its email. You never reach deep sleep or dream sleep, which are the stages that actually fix your muscles, clean out brain waste, organize memories, and reset your mood so you can deal with regular life without wanting to karate kick a toaster. The funny part is that your body still tries to help you by blasting out emergency chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline, which give you fake superhero energy. It feels powerful, but it's really just your body saying, "We might die, wake up." You walk around feeling super alert, almost too alert, like a cat who heard a noise that might be a ghost or a sandwich. No one knows. But the price you pay is enormous. Without deep sleep, your brain becomes foggy. Your reactions slow way down, and simple problems feel dramatic, like dropping a spoon and acting like your whole life just collapsed. Your memory starts lagging like a cheap Wi-Fi connection, and your emotions bounce around in random directions because your brain never got the chance to reset its mood controls. Scientists say this little sleep makes your brain work like it's drunk, except you don't get any of the fun stories, it's just the confusion. And the funniest part is how your brain lies to you. After 1 or 2 hours, it cheerfully says, "We slept! Good job!" Even though you basically took a 2-minute break during a marathon. It's the sleep equivalent of licking a donut and calling it breakfast. You feel okay for a moment, but your body is running on emergency power, low battery mode, and determination held together with hopes, dreams, and caffeine fumes. 2 to 4 hours of sleep. Getting 2 to 4 hours of sleep is like giving your brain a small snack instead of the full meal it begged for. You get a tiny bit of light sleep and maybe, if the universe feels generous, one quick cycle of deeper sleep, but not enough to actually repair anything important. Your body acts like a tired employee trying to fix a whole building with one screwdriver. The hidden advantage is that you feel weirdly productive for the first hour of the day because your body dumps even more adrenaline and cortisol into your system, basically turning you into a nervous squirrel with a to-do list. You feel awake, but in a chaotic, "I could solve all my problems or accidentally buy a kayak online" kind of way. Your brain becomes strangely creative too. Sleep-deprived brains sometimes make unpredictable connections, which is how people end up inventing strange ideas at 3 a.m. that seem brilliant until daylight proves them terrible. But the drawbacks hit hard. You don't get enough deep sleep for your body to repair your tissues or balance your hormones, so your mood becomes unstable, your patience becomes tiny, and your hunger signals get confused, which is why everything suddenly looks like a snack. Your memory glitches more, your reaction time slows, and your thinking becomes foggy, like trying to read a book underwater. Scientists found that people who get only about 4 hours of sleep for 2 nights start performing like they're legally intoxicated, except there's no fun party. Just you trying to function while your brain quietly files complaints against you. 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Sleeping 4 to 6 hours is the range where most tired adults live, proudly announcing, "I'm fine," while looking exactly the opposite. At this level, you get more light sleep and maybe a small amount of deep sleep, but usually not enough for your body to actually recover. This amount creates the illusion of being a functioning human, because you're awake, upright, and capable of forming sentences, which tricks you into thinking everything is okay. The advantage is that you really do feel somewhat functional. You can work, talk, and even laugh like a normal person. Your body also continues to help you by giving you mild boosts of stress chemicals to keep you going, which feels helpful, but is basically your system saying, "We're struggling, but we're trying our best." The problem is that your internal systems are slowly falling apart behind the scenes. Your attention span gets shorter, your mood gets wobblier, and your decision-making becomes questionable in a quiet, sneaky way. This is the sleep range where people lose their keys, forget what they walked into a room for, and stare at a fridge like it contains the meaning of life. Studies show that long-term sleep in this range can increase your risk of heart issues, weight gain, and mood problems, because your body is always slightly stressed. You're running on medium battery power all day, pretending it's full because the brightness is still on, but everything is secretly draining faster than you realize. 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep is like giving your body the perfect amount of fuel to actually behave like a human instead of a stressed out pufferfish. In this range, your brain gets enough deep sleep and dream sleep to repair muscles, store memories, balance your emotions, and clean out all the waste it collected during the day. This is the sleep zone where people wake up and actually recognize themselves in the mirror. The advantage is simple. Everything works better. Your thinking becomes clearer, your mood becomes calmer, your reactions get faster, and your body starts repairing damage from stress and daily life. Your brain takes out the mental trash, organizes your thoughts, and resets your emotional system so you're less likely to snap over something tiny, like someone chewing too loudly. Your immune system gets stronger, your heart benefits, and your body handles blood sugar properly. The only downside is that this range feels so normal that people forget it's actually amazing. There's no dramatic hyper-alert energy or chaotic adrenaline power, just calm, steady function. It's the sleep version of eating a balanced meal. Not flashy, but life-changing. Your body, your brain, and your mitochondria all celebrate quietly while you go about your day thinking, why do I feel so normal? 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Sleeping 8 to 10 hours is like taking your entire body to a luxury spa where every cell gets a massage, a face mask, and a motivational speech. This is the sleep range where your brain finally stops acting like an overworked intern and starts behaving like a fully paid professional. During these hours, your body sinks into long, deep periods of restorative sleep, the kind where your muscles repair tiny tears. Your immune system gears up like it's prepping for a boss battle, and your growth hormones come out of hiding to rebuild everything from skin to brain cells. Your dream sleep also gets richer, longer, and more organized, which boosts your memory, learning skills, and creativity, basically turning your brain into a cleaner, smarter, happier version of itself. Emotionally, people who sleep 8 to 10 hours act like they've achieved inner peace because their amygdala, the drama center of your brain, finally calms down. They're more patient, harder to irritate, and way better at handling life's chaos without turning into a stressed out volcano. The advantage of this range is total system upgrade, faster thinking, stronger focus, more stable moods, better physical performance, and a brain that actually remembers where you left your keys. On top of that, your metabolism works better, your heart benefits, your skin looks healthier, and your stress hormones finally chill out instead of screaming all day. Hilariously, society sometimes calls people who sleep this much lazy, even though this amount of rest turns your brain into a high-performance machine. And the people doing the judging? They're usually the ones downing triple-shot coffees before noon, blinking like confused owls and wondering why their body feels like it's running Windows 95. Sleeping 8 to 10 hours, when your body actually needs it, isn't laziness at all. It's one of the healthiest, smartest choices you can make because it lets your body do all the behind-the-scenes work that keeps you functioning at maximum power. In reality, this amount of sleep doesn't hold you back. It prepares you to take on life without crashing, crying, or trying to survive off caffeine fumes and hope. 10 to 12 hours of sleep. Sleeping 10 to 12 hours is the human version of pressing the full reboot button on your entire system. This amount of sleep can happen after long periods of stress, sickness, or burnout, and your body uses this extra time to run every repair system at full speed. You get long, powerful cycles of deep sleep that feel like your body is being recharged by a lightning bolt. Your dreams become cinematic and detailed, like your brain decided to become a movie director overnight. The advantage here is massive recovery. Your brain resets deeply, your emotions stabilize, and your body fixes physical damage more efficiently. This kind of sleep is helpful for teenagers, athletes, shift workers, and anyone recovering from exhaustion. However, doing this every day without a reason can sometimes be a sign that something else is going on, like stress, depression, or your body running on leftover exhaustion. But when it's occasional, it's basically your body saying, "Thank you finally, I can fix everything you ignored." Your sleep cycle controls more about your body and mind than most people ever realize, and every hour of rest changes how your entire system works. When you understand what each sleep range does, you can finally make choices that help your brain, your mood, and your energy feel their best. If you learned something new today, make sure to subscribe for more videos that explain your body and brain in the most entertaining way possible.